establish why you think what is being done isn't wrong, because what you've got over here is a situation where a claim was put out by users of a social media platform, and now you're looking to book the tech company for what was carried on its website, on its platforms, on its handles. How and why do you believe that this action is not inappropriate? Let's start with Arvind Gupta.
So Rahul, the whole genesis of this intermediary, why these platforms were being called intermediaries, lies way back in a case where a very good friend of mine, Avnish Bajaj, was booked because he was then the CEO of a marketplace called Bazi.com. And Bazi was hosted things that you could sell, buy, and things like that. And somebody hosted or posted to sell that very infamous MMS video. And that time there was no intermediary guidelines and the safe harbor protection that exists today. And that was brought in because the ever-changing world of technology, the country realized that we are in a situation where the basic word intermediaries meet the buyer and the seller, the content creator and the consumer. And when the content creator, which is all of us on Twitter, for example, or Facebook, we create some content, it's user-generated content, and the platform really plays very little role.
No, so that's in the past, but now your government is seeking to change that. Why do you think that's okay? Because what happened with Bazi is exactly what's happened now with Twitter. You're holding them accountable for content that they didn't create.
Rahul, I'm coming to that. Okay. So there is a provision in the law that has been created to protect them. Unfortunately, we have this great champion called Twitter, freedom of expression champion, which thinks that we have outsourced enforcing freedom of speech and freedom of expression in our country to them. We have not. India has not outsourced that to them. They are not flag bearers of freedom of speech or expression in India. Definitely, they are misguided if they think so. They chose themselves not to avail of the safe harbor by not complying with the very provisions of the law that they're seeking protection under. It's up to Twitter. It's not up to the government of India. The Twitter has chosen not to comply with the provisions which give them the protection. So you have to understand that, and enough time has been given. Everybody else has complied. 3 months has been given. That was a regular time period from 25th of February to about 26th of May. And then the government actually, in a goodwill gesture, had actually extended the time for them. They failed to comply. And when you fail to comply and you have been given extra time, I don't think so. It's not the government's prerogative any longer. It's the law.
Okay.
And the law of the land.
Rahul.